Hello and welcome to WOW's Operation Replays. This is Lord Holland 4293. Today I have a very rare damage game that we don't really see anymore. Or at least I don't see anymore. Again, from Deathwing in a Mainz, which is, of course, everyone knows is the king of all damage farmers. Now his team is, standard and pretty decent. A Northco, a Tirpitz, a Hawk, a Mogami, New Orleans, and a Fiji. Not bad. It's not a bad team.
Attack the enemy naval base from the specified directions.
Now, I mean, for those of you that are probably new to the channel or familiar or know me personally, know that I'm not a fan of the mines. I don't like the mines. It's not that I have anything against the ship. I just feel like it just requires no skill to play, honestly. I'll be honest. If you want a fun ship that you can take into ops and do a great amount of damage in, and just rack up high number of games and just get your dailies done real quickly, Mainz is the best way. Deathwing uses this thing to get all of his dailies done. So he knows, so that's like 6 battles a day. I can imagine after playing Mainz that long, you would know the ship. So Deathwing here knows his ship, which is what I always stress on this channel, is to know your ship, then you can rack at these high damage games, and he knows it. Now he's doing pretty much, average Mainz things. I mean, it's just farming, use AP on the broadsides. Mainz is a very simplistic ship to play. I mean, any ship in ops, any premium ship in ops is magnificent. It's even more powerful when you put a legendary commander on. Now, I will be making a video on the legendary commanders and which one I think you should pick up first. And I'll try to have that sometime out by hopefully this next week. I'll try. But we see him just, doing the enormous mines, farming, all those kind of things. Now, we'll see if he gets the kill. Shots are out, but it looks like Fiji nabs it. And then, looks like a battleship or New Orleans hits the fort. And kills the fort. So he doesn't get nothing there. But I love that he's supporting the New Orleans. Now let's look at New Orleans' health. I mean, he'll probably go down to half health on this first wave. Now you see he shot 8 AP. Oh, bad move from the New Orleans AP. Tis boy. Now I understand that New Orleans turned out. I mean, it doesn't have hydro. Not that I remember. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Gets a fire. DCP is on the Baron. Now he can pretty much now. Deathwing can push in. The only fort that could Citadel him is gone. So he only has to worry about the knives now. He's just out. He's getting out of range of its gun angle, so he'll be safe. AP goes in the tubes. Hopes he can get some good Citadels. He does have a little bit of trouble aiming those shots up, but he's getting chunk damage. Gets a Citadel there. I mean, we're up to 60,000. We're only like 5 minutes in. And we see, Lucian's other skill, reconnaissance picking in. So he's going to get all his health back. Every time you get 3 spots, the reconnaissance perks up. And I mean, he's just farming the little forts down, buildings now, which is honestly fair. And then they'll switch back to the transports. We'll see Lucian's kick in pretty soon because we only need about another 30-some hits, like 37 hits for it to kick in. Should be after this next salvo of his. Yep. Up there it goes. It might be 140 hits, I think, actually. I'll double check, but I think it's 140. I was saying it's 150. Now he bounces a battleship shell right there. He gets real lucky. Now that wasn't a Citadel. As I've seen in Deathwing's previous videos, he does, get a random Citadel from battleship. Now he has the potential to pick up the Shark Among Shrimps, which is sink the 5 auxiliary ships. Now, he does great right here. And then, he's farming these 2 down. Now, had he probably shot the left one and not the right one, he more than likely would have got Shark Among Shrimps. But he missed it just by a little hair. Now, if anyone gets Shark Among Shrimps in Killer Whale, I would be very happy if you would send that to me because I would very much like to see that. As I've only gotten, like Deathwing here, 4 kills. And I did that in a DD. So, I would very much like to see a Shark Among Shrimps on Killer Whale, please. I would very much like to see that. And at this point, the North Coast going north. The Fiji's way in. The Turpitz is way in past the point of no return. So we'll see how good he is in the next 46 seconds.
Enemy battleship sunk. Attention. Main task complete. Retreat to the designated area.
Now, the North Coast going ahead and on the Nuremberg, and he does have King of the Seas camo on, which is a very beautiful camo. And he's trying to give the North Coast as much help as he can. But there's not much he can do. Now, the North Coast is trying to get close enough. So the Torps don't arm. So he knows the Torps are there. But he gets very lucky right there. He misses, and the Nuremberg doesn't choose to ram him. Which is very rare. I honestly expected him to take a Torp or get rammed. Though I've never seen a Nuremberg ram, honestly. But it can turn around and shoot the other sides, but Deathwing did blow up a set of tubes on his side, so he won't have to worry about Torps. Hawk picks up that kill, which is unfortunate. And you know, the North Coast kind of, he's telling his team to get forward because we do have the do not enter, but I got a feeling they're going to lose that one. And Baron's trying to outturn the, sorry, I'm a little sleepy there. The North Count's trying to outturn doing Ring Around the Rosie with the Baron. Now, let's see. So let's see, Baron should be firing anytime soon. Right there. Yep, that was a Citadel right there, or at least a good chunk damage. Now he bounces the rest of those shells, which is fortunate for the North Coast. And sorry. And right there they lose the do not enter Haven. So they lose that. So the DD probably came through the south because he's not spotted up with the Fijius. So that's unfortunate, but DeathWing does blow up that fort with one salvo. Kudos to him. And he's just gonna blow it, and basically the Mainz is just gonna destroy this Fabuk. But if, let's say, DeathWing did die from like a random Fuso Citadel, he would be the only thing standing between the North Co and dinner. And he picks up the Fabuki. We're at 212k. Not bad. At this point, he's just farming. Hopefully, the team in the middle can get that T-22 down and help take out the reinforcements. There we go. We see reconnaissance activating again. So DeathWing gets some more health back. He's going to need it because the second wave, because I think the third wave is going to be spawning pretty soon.
All stations requesting fire.
There they go. The Megami gets the T-22 down, so Fiji can shoot dark now. He's basically able to shoot dark.
Reconnaissance reporting. The third enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
Now, it's really interesting how he isn't getting, like, double Citadels on this cruiser. He's getting decent damage, but he's just getting, like, almost overpins. I mean, yeah. There, he did get a double Citadel right there, but it felt like it was overdue. And, you know, he's going in for the Torp Rush on the Baron. I mean, the last time we saw him do this, he got hit pretty hard. But this time he's at much more better health.
The ship is on fire.
Takes out the Baron. And we're up to 330k. Which for, you know, DeathWing is, you know, it's average in a Mainz, I imagine, for him now. And, you know, the New Orleans goes down, that's unfortunate, but he lived much longer than I thought he would. I thought he would have died in the first 10 minutes, but he made it to 15 minutes. And DeathWing's just picking on the poor Ayoba at this point. Ayoba's gonna die to him. There he goes. I would just shoot HG. I mean, yes, he is a little broadside to you, but maybe he's just gonna break on this torpedo protection effects. So there really isn't no point.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Oddly enough, looks like he knocks out a gun. Hawk picks up the other food, so kudos to the Hawk.
The ship is on fire.
And Deathwing's telling his team to kind of move up to the evac zone. Which is concerning because they are at, 4 minutes, and he did just bounce a battleship shell right there.
Reconnaissance reporting.
He takes a citadel right there, but picks up natural selection in a battleship.
Destroyed.
That was entertaining. That means 4 battleships. I think he sunk 4 battleships. I'd have to check. No, he didn't sink 4 battleships, unfortunately. Now, I have sunk natural selection and got 4 battleships. That's hilarious to see. But, 10 kills, natural selection, 450,000 damage. Not bad. And at this point, this gate is just being melted. And the secondary skill kicks in. Main battery and secondary skill kicks in. That's hilarious to see that the secondary perk actually kicks in, because that's a battleship skill, not a cruiser skill. So that's a little, fun thing that it kicks in. And he's gonna switch to AP. He's gonna melt this Fuso or this Gneisenau. Nice 6K. Plus the secondary's going in on it. So the damage is going to go up really fast. And the Fiji looks like he's going to go die so they can win, which is honestly fair. And, Deathwing is still not out of the woods yet. He's still taking those Gneisenau secondaries. So that is wearing down his health. But at this point, they need people to die to win.
Enemy battleship sunk.
And the Hawk goes down, so they need to die. People need to die to win. Hypothetically, Deathwing could make it to the evac zone, but it might be better just to die. And the Fiji's going down to fire, so he's basically just going to let it burn so he dies.
The 5th enemy reinforcement.
And you see Fiji goes down. Now Deathwing just has to die so they can win. And you see the Hipper turning his guns. HE salvo coming in. Boom. With Deathwing is down. But he gets 527k damage. That's an amazing amount of damage for a Mainz. Really great, amazing damage.